Hello, Globetrotters. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lori, and in this community, we aim to educate, motivate, and inspire each other in all things travel related. So as you can see from the thumbnail, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite features, my favorite items, my travel essentials from Amazon. Now, I have a list linked below, and I'll show you quickly on the screen some of the items on the list, but I'm going to show you the things that I most highly recommend. Now, of course, these are things that I myself have tried. These are things that I myself have been using. And that's why these are my essentials. These are my favorites. These are my must-have go-to items. Let's start with the most essential of all, of course, and that is your luggage. Now, I had a white suitcase before that I picked up right after the pandemic, when the travel started back in and everyone started buying luggage and there was nothing left. There was nothing in the stores. I literally went to all of the discounters, to TJ Maxx, to Target, no luggage left. I went finally to a department store in my local mall and I found this suitcase. Now, this suitcase is white. It just happened to be my aesthetic. I quite like that. I had a few other suitcases that I used, but this is my primary one. And I enjoyed that because, again, traveling carry-on only, you put your bag in the overhead and it disappears into this big black hole of other dark colored luggage pieces. And so mine stood out. It was easy to just grab the white suitcase, be on my way, double check, make sure the name on the tag was correct, and that was fine. However, now it's been a few years and that has not been the best item for me. For one, it's missing a side handle. So because I travel carry-on only, sometimes I have to gate check it and it gets bumped about. But I definitely wanted something that would roll easily over carpet. You know, the carpeted floors in the airports. I wanted something that had a smooth telescopic handle that stopped at very many different positions because I am vertically challenged, 5'3.5" here. I stand proudly. And I also wanted to make sure that it had the handle on the side, so the TSA lock, smooth wheels, 360 wheels, of course, the telescopic handle, and then, of course, having the side handle so I could easily lift it and put it into the overhead bin. And so recently, I have been eyeing this one. You may have seen it in my luxury shopping vlog when I was in Orlando recently, this past spring. And I was eyeing the Samsonite Freeform. I even had it on my list for a while. And so I went into my personal TJ Maxx store and I found this suitcase. And it's a Samsonite. It's not the Freeform that I was looking at that has all these great reviews online. And then in another TJ Maxx, I found this backpack. And so I purchased the backpack and the suitcase. Now you may say, but Lori, that's black. And you say everybody's luggage is black and it's going to get lost in the dark sea of suitcases. Yes, but stay tuned. Promise you, stay tuned. I say if you're going to have one that's black, then you should have something that stands out. The second item on my list is actually like a raincoat for my suitcase. But more than that, it is completely see-through. For all of my germaphobes, if you are my people, then you understand why this is even such a great thing. Put it over your suitcase so that if it gets knocked about, whether you're checking your suitcase or whether you are, putting it overhead, it's going to keep your luggage in pristine condition. If you're one of those people who puts your luggage on the bed to open it, then it won't be filled with all the yucky, grimy, dirty things. And for me, I prefer white and bright and light colors because I want to see dirt. People always say, oh, this is so great because it hides the dirt. I don't want dirt to hide from me. I like to see where it is and I like to attack it. I want to see that things are clean, not just assume that things are clean. And so that will definitely help me with this suitcase because it's going to be hard for me to see the dirt. And so I can easily take this off, spray it down with some disinfectant spray, wipe it down with some Clorox wipes and all of that, and feel much, much better about my luggage. Plus, it's just another layer of protection from someone just going into my bag. And it helps my bag stand out. So that's two items on my list. A third item on my list to even help my bag stand out further, I picked up these handy dandy luggage tags. Now, of course, it's in green. That's my favorite color. Now, luggage tags are all over the place, and I had been looking in TJ Maxx for a while to see if I can find some that appeal to me, but they did not appeal to me for a number of reasons. I already had some, of course. I'm a Globetrotter. I already had some, but they showed my name and all of my information. These do not. They come 4 in a pack. and they would only show just one little sliver there. They won't show your entire address and all of your information, so someone can easily, get all of your information. And I will just put GlobeTrotterLori right there, but I've already put one on my backpack. And the other thing that I love about this is it comes with these cables, these gable things. You can't just rip this off of someone's bag. And so this would thread through this already metal reinforced hole. You put the pieces together. Yeah, easier said than done because my eyes are crossing because I don't have my glasses on. But I put it together on my bag, and it basically, you just twist this little threaded bit here and it closes the loops as you put it on. So it's not easy for someone to rip it off of your bag and then to say, well, that's not your bag. It doesn't have any identifying features. It's also not easy for them to just cut it. You would just happen to have a pair of wire cutters to cut through this. And then I like the safety security feature of it. It's not paper. It's not, it's a very pliable rubber material, and it's very bright, comes in a number of different colors, and I like green, and so I know it will stand out very easily on my backpack. I can use a Sharpie and put a big L here for Lori, and that will help out, with the identification from afar as well, just in case, The third item that I use, not only in the airplane, but I use it wherever, like I'm traveling this weekend, and I have all of my, different pills, assorted pills in my pill box. It's easier than carrying the large pill boxes that take up so much room. This way I have the individual pills in their individual boxes, or if I'm going for a certain number of nights, then I'll cluster all of the doses for each night into one slot. These have 6 and 10 slots for pills in there. And so I love this. I take this wherever I'm going, heading out of town, for a couple of days, literally packing right now to do so. And so I'm going to pack this in my bag, my duffel that I'm carrying, my weekender bag, and really, really essential, really handy. I bought this and handed it out to friends as well. It comes 4 in a pack, and I definitely didn't need 4. And so I handed them out to my close friends. The next item, if you are truly a Globetrotter, then you are going to need adapters for wherever it is that you're traveling. This specific adapter that I have on my list, it can easily make your appliances work either in Europe or in the UK. So in the EU or the UK, the plugs, you have different assortments for that. And what I also love about this is that it already has USB plugs, not USB-C, but USB plugs here. So you can just plug your items in and not need the block to charge your mobile devices. Yet another brilliant item that I have used and continue to use is this little thingamajiggle. Okay? This basically hooks onto the back of the seat in front of you. You put your phone here, and your phone becomes a device for you to watch your movies or what have you. I have been stranded on the tarmac for hours. Recently, I recently was stranded also on the tarmac. So when you're stranded, they don't start the entertainment system. They don't start the entertainment system until you're a certain level above ground, 10,000 feet or whatever it is, or 20,000 feet. I can't remember what it is exactly. But if I'm trying to just lull myself to sleep, I put this in there. Sometimes the entertainment system doesn't even work. By the way, check out my last video because I talked about how they have to reimburse you if you paid for something that's included in your flight that you didn't get. You're due money back. But this is so handy. You just rest it right there, and you can watch your movies. You can watch your shows. You can just detach from the hectic mess that's going on. If there's a child that's traveling with you, this will help to distract them from, sitting there in a hot plane, sitting there for hours, whatever the distraction that you need for them. You can easily just put your device in here and it becomes your own entertainment system. You can use this even in the airport as you're sitting there waiting to board your flight and not have the child holding it too close. You can put it on a table and say, sit a certain distance away from the table. We know how kids get. They get all up in the screen, right? But you can have them a certain distance away from the screen and police them like that. Of course, I've shown you my phone charger slash fan slash flashlight before, but I've also shown you the Eyew Walk that plugs into the bottom of either your iPhone or your Android device. Well, now they come in sparkly colors. And I have ordered one and it's on its way. It hasn't gotten here yet, but now they come with sparkles. And I say, why not? I say, why not? As a matter of fact, I like to keep multiples. And when my sister and I traveled to London in January, I told her to get 2 because they have multiple devices and her daughter, you know how kids are. They stay on their phones. And so it came in very, very handy, especially when we were commuting from the airport to the hotel. And, they get, oh, my phone is dead. Oh, so they have extra things to charge up their devices with. But I have this one right here. You can tell I've had it for a while because it's no longer white. It's kind of like, I got it white because I like white, but it's dirty now and it's all discolored and everything. And I would love to have the sparkly one. But when I go for walks, when I go on my long walks, I'm walking for an hour or so and I'm watching videos, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm listening to ebooks and all of that, to audiobooks. And I easily, can run out of juice. iPhones don't hold charge for very long. Androids, no problem. I have an Android and the battery life on that is ridiculous, but I'm mostly using this phone. So this is the little port that you plug it up to recharge this little device. So I love the fact that it's wireless and you can just slip it in your pocket or slip it in your pocketbook and it goes everywhere. So if you're going to be on a particularly long flight, and I'm going on a particularly long flight, the last leg of which is 13 hours, I'm going to have a couple of these. I'm going to have this one and then I'm going to have my sparkly new one. And of course, my fan that charges and can keep me cool when I'm stuck on the airplane. Something you have to have if you're going on that long flight, on that 13-hour flight. I'm going to need my compression socks. And they're not just plain and ugly anymore. I got the brown because I wanted to just blend into my flesh tone. So I can go with black or I can go with whatever else I have on. But they come in polka dots. They come in all these fun colors. Get them for your kids as well because blood clots that can travel to your heart and potentially be fatal are no joke. So why not make a fun thing out of it and have some fun socks that they can wear and keep them healthy. And last but certainly not least, one of also my favorite items to carry when I travel is this handy dandy device. And that's for anywhere I go. I stayed at a hotel just recently in Asheville, North Carolina. You should have seen that review up on my channel, but I travel solo a lot. And I put this behind the door because I've been sitting in my room literally and had the door open because the hotel somehow overbooked my room. And so now someone else is coming into my space. So I put that door jamb behind the door. This is a siren. This is an alarm door jamb. So if the door opens, whether you're sleeping or whether you're just sitting there, as soon as I get into the room, I put all the bolts on and all of that, right? But this is just an added step of security so that you can be alerted if someone is coming in. Because what if you're in the shower or what if you're sleeping, like I said? So an alarm, a siren will sound, and it also prevents the door from opening, from being pushed inwards, which all of these doors are, push inward doors. So it only works on those types of doors, not the sliding doors if you have a balcony door. Okay. So I hope this video helped you. It's not meant to be fear-mongering or anything like that. It's just supposed to, again, just help you with some ideas of what are some of the essential things you should be thinking about as you're getting ready to go on vacation. So where are you going next? And what is an absolute essential for you to have when you're traveling, whether you're taking a road trip, whether you're taking an airplane, whether you're taking a train, how are you getting there? What are you taking with you? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you've made it this far in the video and you've learned something new and you've enjoyed the video, then please consider giving it a big thumbs up. And I hope to see you guys in another video. I'm going to post 2 other videos right here for you. Feel free to stick around and watch those as well. Remember to value experiences over things because travel is one of the only things you buy that truly makes you richer. Thank you for watching. Ciao.